everybody, it's Lucky Jen. Thanks for dropping by today. I'm going to be doing a product review. This is for the Ricomax GC-1037 metal detector. The folks at Ricomax were gracious enough to send me this to try out and do some demo video for you. So I'm going to be putting this through some tests to kind of show you what it can pick up, and then we're going to take it out and do a little bit of detecting and see what it can find that's actually buried. Now, some of you may not realize this, but I don't know any other detectorists in my area. So the only metal detector I've ever got to use is the one that you see me using all the time in my metal detecting videos. So this was kind of a treat for me to get to try out something different and just see what it would do. And I will tell you, it surprised me in a lot of ways. So I'll show you some of that as we go. Now, this detector does require batteries, kind of a strike there. I'm used to having something I can just plug in and recharge. Now, this little detector came with a few items in the box. Let me show you what it came with. It did come with headphones that plug in. We won't be using those today because I want you to be able to hear the tones. It also came with a carrying bag, so if you wanted to kind of take it apart and carry it with you somewhere, it's got the bag. And then it came with a little kind of a camp pick shovel deal that you can use. So all that came with the box. As I got ready to do my demo, I had to clear the area and just make sure there were not going to be any targets that interfered with the demo. And I used this to do it, and let me tell you guys, it actually did find some things. Let me show you here. A couple of things I pulled out. It actually found a little button here. And then it also picked up this nail that I have already dug out just so it doesn't interfere with our testing. So anyway, if you guys are ready, I'm gonna turn this on and we are gonna start going through my test run. Now let me show you what I have here. You're gonna see I have laid out a whole bunch of envelopes. And this is the way I learned to use my metal detector that you see me use all the time. Each of these envelopes contains a different item, and I have it labeled detailing what it is. So you can go through the paces of swinging over it, see how it rings up, how the tone sounds. So we're gonna do that now with the Ricomax, just so you guys can see how different things ring up. Okay guys, so I'm just turning on the Ricomax here. Simple little knob, and I'm gonna put the volume all the way up so you guys will be able to hear the tones. This is actually kind of labeled here on the screen to show you, give you an idea of what it is that you're swinging over. So you've got iron, a nickel, pull tab, penny, dime, and a quarter. This does also have the ability to notch on it, but we are not going to be doing that today. I'm just going to be doing general settings so you can see if you just turn it on, swing and go, what you can expect to get. So, first target I have here, this is like the little freshness seal foil tab that you'll see on the inside of like a, I don't know, orange juice or something like that. Okay, so here we go. So that's ringing up on the iron setting, and it's given a number between 3 and 7. So it picked it up. Okay, and we're gonna move on. I've got an old Coke bottle cap here. This has a little bit of rust on it. Okay, so that is ringing up. It's picking up the iron, but it's also ringing up in pull tab range to a penny. So kind of a mixed bag on that signal. Okay, then we're gonna move on. I have a modern pull tab, and it is ringing up, as you can see, precisely on the pull tab, 23 to 27. And I'm going to point out something I really actually liked about this little metal detector. After you've detected a target and you move away from it, it actually holds whatever the last reading was. So if you didn't get a chance to look at it or you forgot what it was, it holds it there, which is kind of a cool feature. Okay, then we're going to move on, and I have a really old beaver tab pull tab. That's also ringing up, a pull tab, 22 to 24. So it's picking it up. You also swing this metal detector really low and slow, where the other one I use, I tend to have to swing it a little bit faster. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, next up, we have a super tiny piece of aluminum foil that we're going to be swinging over. Okay, it's getting the iron signal on that, no number at all. Then we're moving to a larger piece of foil. Again, the iron signal, just giving a 3 to 5 on that one. Okay, then we're going to go to a junk gold-plated ring. Look at that, the pull tab range. That's why they always say you've got to dig the pull tabs so you don't miss any gold. Now this is a junk one, but still ringing up as a pull tab. Next up, I've got a 2020 quarter. And look at that, it rang up, it is a quarter. It's exactly what's in there, so it did identify it properly. Next, we have got a 2002 nickel. And that is going between the iron and the 5 cent, the nickel. See there? Okay, moving right along. Next up, I have got a 2020 dime in this envelope. And it did get the dime. It on the alternate swing there, it moved to a penny, but for the most part, it is staying on a dime, 69 to 74. Okay. Next up, we have a good old-fashioned bling ring. Iron signal, zeros. Okay. Then I'm moving on. I have a piece of teeny tiny lead shot in this envelope. And it struggles to pick this up because it is very, very small. So you heard I got one beep, then I'm not getting it again. So the smallness of that apparently is affecting its ability to pick it up. Next up, I have a silver ring. And that is ringing up between a dime and a quarter is how the silver ring is ringing up. So 74, 75, 76 range. Okay. Next up, we're moving to a steel penny. That's another iron reading at the 0. Okay. Next, I have, this is a super teeny tiny 14 karat gold bead. This is a tough one for detectors to pick up, so we'll see if this one can get it. And looks like we are not having any luck picking that up. But to give you some context, this little gold bead is about the size of the lead shot. So again, a tiny, tiny target. Next up, I've got a shield penny. And that is coming in right there at the penny. 42. 53 on that, but still staying on the penny. Okay, next up I have a 1973 penny. And that is kind of bouncing around on me here. Okay. Iron. Picks up a penny there and bounced up there to a dime. So we're kind of jumping around a little on that one. Okay. Next up, I have a 1963 silver $50. That's ringing up 95 as a quarter. Okay. Next, we're going to move to a 1960 quarter. And it is 90 to 94, and it is on the quarter. Okay, next up, 1935 mercury dime. That is running between the 75 to 77, and it's sitting on the quarter reading, even though it is a mercury dime. Next up, I have a 14 karat gold ring. Guess what, guys? It's ringing up as a pull tab, number 20. Okay, so that just gives you an idea of the test. As you've seen, it did actually pick up most everything. The teeny tiny little targets eluded it, and we had a couple of readings that were off a little bit, but it did a pretty good job finding everything that was in these envelopes. So now the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take this out and do a little field testing with it. I have already swept an area and found some targets in the ground and just kind of marked them to speed this up a little bit. I think I have 5 or 6 targets we've kind of pinpointed. So we're going to swing over it, see how they read, and then we're going to dig them and see what they actually are. So if you're ready, come on, let's go. Okay guys, so I've got the Ricomax out. We're going to live dig some targets. Let me swing over this first one here. Okay, this is bouncing between I think it's a bouncing between the pull tab and the nickel. So we'll see what we have here. Look guys, I have my big shovel out. Make sure I can dig this properly without you guys worrying about my tools. All right, let's see if we can pop this up. Okay, let me grab my pin pointer here. I will comment on the Ricomax. It does have a pinpoint feature on it in theory. I've tried to get that to work. I could not ever get it to work properly. So that's the one thing I didn't have any luck with on that metal detector. Okay, of course, I get a deep target for this demo, so give me a second to get this thing dug. Okay, let's see if we can figure it out. It's somewhere here in the clump, sounds like. I think that's it. Ah, here we go, guys. Let's see what did it find? What is this? Well, something looks like with like a bolt and some texture to it. Something broke off of some mechanical piece, I guess. Looks like. But so the target was there. We did hit it. All right, let me fill this hole in and we'll go on to our next target. Okay guys, next target here for the Ricomax. Alright. Actually got a mosquito. Several different kind of tones it's hitting here on this area. That high tone's the one I'm interested in mostly. Anywhere from a pull tab to a quarter, it says. Now, since I could not get the pinpoint feature to work on this, I am going to grab my pinpointer and see if I can't narrow this down just a little. It may or may not pick it up, but let's see. Okay, right here looks like. I'm starting to wonder if we actually have more than one target here, because I'm beeping in a lot of different places on this, but try right there. Okay, we have our target here. Let's see what it is. Okay, it looks like this is like the top to maybe like a tube of something, like the squeeze top. Okay guys, on to target number 3 here. And this is ringing up between a pull tab and a nickel. Okay, so again, since I kind of struggled with the pinpointer feature on this, I am going to see if I can narrow this down. Here we go. This one is an old Pepsi top. Okay guys, target number 4. This is again, pull tab to a penny. Let me grab my pinpointer. more than one target. We have a target here, target back here. I'm gonna go ahead and just dig this other hole while I'm at it. Okay, that one's still in. I think this one I got out though. Ah, that's it. Here we go. No, that's not it. I thought that felt like plastic. I'm like, how is that ringing up? Okay. Looks like probably this might be the other half of that paint tube top we found, because it actually looks like yeah, somebody's rolled up a tube of something, so that's what we were picking up. Okay, now let me see what's still in the hole over here. Bring it up. This I'm hitting a really big tree root right here, so this one's a bit more of a challenge. At least I think it's a tree root I'm hitting. Probably a bamboo root. I'm by some bamboo, so. Okay, I finally pulled a hunk of dirt out that this thing says we have a target in here. All right, let's see what this is. It is a piece of old wire. Okay guys, so on that last hole, there ended up being multiple targets, which is why I was chasing all around there. There were several bits of like disintegrated wire fencing or something like that, in addition to the main target we found. So anyway, I'm on to my next target here now. This is ringing up a 39 pull tab. Okay, now let's see if I can narrow that spot down just a little more. Okay. Let me just make sure. After finding that last bit of fencing, I am suspicious. Here we are. Okay. Oh, you guys, guess what? I think it's actually maybe a coin? Or I think it's a dime. I think we actually got a dime. I can't see very well, so I hope I'm telling you the right thing. Okay guys, this is going to be the last target I dig here for the evening with the Ricomax. So this one is, I think I might actually have more than one target here, but there is a one tone in particular that's got my interest. Right there. I see it. It is. Okay, it's like some kind of, maybe like a hex nut or something like that. Some kind of a screw with the hex top. Not sure what that is, but I'm sure one of you guys know exactly what it is. So anyway, that was the last target for the Ricomax. So actually did have a lot of fun going out doing some detecting with this little guy. Honestly, if the battery were rechargeable, I would probably take it out again and give it a go. It was kind of a fun thing to use, and it's very light. So you know, if you can't afford much more than $129, it's not a bad little detector. Okay guys, so this is the wrap-up video just to show you the items I found in my demo with the Ricomax metal detector. So of course when I was clearing my space to do the demo with the envelopes, I found this button with it. Nothing old about this. I see these in the fabric section of the craft store, so just a button out there. Of course I did find this silicone tube top, and then ended up finding the other portion of it as well. This is the piece that was in the big hole I ended up digging, and the reason I dug such a big hole was because there were multiple pieces of it. Then, of course, found the Pepsi top, and then this piece right here is actually steel. It's pretty heavy, some kind of lever or I don't know what, and then the bolt that's in it's actually iron, so that was that. Then this, I'm actually not really sure what it is. Seems like it could be something for like airing up a tire or valve stem. Very lightweight aluminum piece. And then of course my big surprise was actually finding a coin, and this ended up being a 1989 dime once I got it cleaned up. So those are the items I found in just, you know, a little 20-minute search, just to show that the Ricomax could find things in the ground. Had no trouble with that. So anyway, that was my take on it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see the next video, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell icon. Until then, take care and good luck.